A very good evening, I'm Aditi Lamba and welcome to the Tuesday night edition of Vision of Asia. This week brings in a wave of political, social and cultural expressions with the law bringing forth sentiments of the community and its interest. Starting the week, many are still commemorating the very historic landslide victory of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the re-election of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who now goes into his second term. Son of a tea seller, Prime Minister Narendra Modi first swept to power 5 years ago on a desire for change and a belief that he could really transform a country of over 1.3 billion people, unshackling the economy and creating millions of jobs. With over 600 million Indian voters that casted their voice, this election showcased a massive support for the Indian Prime Minister, who said that this victory will be a new mandate for India for a stronger, more inclusive and a flourishing nation. We have tonight more on this, but do send us your comments on the impact of this Indian general election 2019 on South Asian Americans. Let's now begin tonight's episode taking a look at the headlines. Indian Americans commemorate Bharatiya Janata Party's victory Indian general election 2019 in Hicksville, New York. Indian Consulate presents Baithak featuring Sufi singer Zila in New York. 2019 Marketing Leadership Summit on Capturing Global Markets at the Asia Society in New York. This and much more right after a short break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome again, I'm Aditi Lamba and you are watching Vision of Asia South Asian News segment. Beginning the episode tonight, we have more responses on Indians globally responding to the landslide victory of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party during the Indian general elections, which concluded officially past week. A race for power in the Indian general elections, the largest exercise of democracy ever in history, with 900 million eligible voters and over 600 million who casted their votes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's victory has seen a huge support from Indians all over, highlighting the Prime Minister's agenda for empowering and improving each Indian, irrespective of their color, religion, and social status. His most enduring slogan, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, collective efforts, inclusive growth, surely struck a chord this year with all citizens of India, bringing in the BJP this historic win. Here in the US, commemorations continue to bring forth great numbers of Indian Americans and supporters of the Bharatiya Janata Party, many also supporting the strengthening of Indo-US relations under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We have tonight highlights from the victory celebrations for BJP by Indian American community leaders and dignitaries coming in from Hicksville, New York. ITV Gold's Ashok Vyas brings us the story.
जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय के साथ में ये बात याद करते हुए कि मोदी है तो मुमकिन है और मेरे साथ हैं मुकेश मोदी। तो मोदी जी, इन दिनों जब आप मोदी 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 के नारे सुन रहे होते हैं, कैसा लगता है आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बहुत प्राउड फील होता है, क्योंकि मोदी जी ने जो काम किया है, जो उन्होंने सेवा करी है देश की और समाज की, वो काबिल तारीफ है। और उनसे अच्छा मुझे लगता कोई कर सकता है और ना कोई करेगा आगे। देखो
तो आगे की बात
की और है,
हाँ,
लेकिन
मैं आपको इंटरप्ट इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं अपने दर्शकों तक फिर ये बात पहुँचाना चाहता हूँ कि मुकेश मोदी जी नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व से इतने प्रभावित रहे कि उन्होंने अपनी ओर से बिना बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता होते हुए बिल्कुल एक स्वतंत्र भारत प्रेमी के नाते मोदी जी के समर्थन में आपने सभाओं का आयोजन मुंबई जाकर भी किया। तो फिर जब आपने 300 पार का रिजल्ट सुना तो कैसा लगा आपको?
मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन थी 280 प्लस। मैंने इवन इंटरव्यू में भी कहा था कि जो मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन थी, जो मैंने स्टडी करी, जो मेरा ऑब्जर्वेशन था, आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग 280 प्लस, तो वो हुआ।
मोदी जी के बारे में हमें बड़ा दुख लगा। इतने होल दिस प्रोग्राम राहुल जी हमेशा कहते रहे चौकीदार चोर है, चौकीदार चोर है। इट वाज रियली हर्टिंग मी आल्सो, लॉट ऑफ पीपल डिडंट लाइक इट। बट आप देखते होंगे भगवान राम जब लंका विजय करके अयोध्या जी में आए थे तो आपने देखा एक बहुत बड़ा जश्न हुआ था। उस जश्न में हर तरह के आदमी आए थे। तो जिसकी जैसी भावना थी उन्होंने उसी तरह से भगवान राम को परसीव किया था।
अंग्रेजी में जो हमारे ITV गोल्ड के चेयरमैन हैं उनका संदेश पढ़कर सुनाऊंगा 30 सेकंड। I am delighted that all of you have gathered to celebrate important historical victory of Narendra Bhai. I have known him personally for many years. His leadership has transformed India. It is with great pride that I also share as chairman of ITV Gold and Parik Worldwide Media that we officially endorse Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We will continue to support his vision and would love to work with all of you to serve Bharat and humanity. Congratulations to each one of you. और अब कुछ पंक्तियां प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के और हमारे बीच के पुल को लेते हुए। मोदी प्रेरणा की बहार, तप से प्रसूत उपहार, सतत परिश्रम का सार, राष्ट्र प्रेम की प्रखर पुकार, माता की आशीष का उपहार है, सनातन मूल्यों का सत्कार है, नेतृत्व मिला भारत को जिसका वो नरेंद्र मोदी जोरदार है। तपस्वी, योगी, कर्मठ, निर्भीक, नमो आशा की उजली धार है, सूझबूझ पैनी सतर्कता गहरी, नमो मां भारती की हुंकार है, उत्सव आनंद उल्लास, लगे आ गए सत्य के पास, श्रेष्ठ गुणों का संवाहक, नमो नेता खासम खास। राज जी, अंतिम पंक्तियां आपका ध्यान चाह रही हैं। गर्वित करे उसका व्यवहार, सपने कई हो रहे साकार, नेतृत्व नमो का जैसे चमत्कार, प्रफुल्लित भारत मां की गोदी, घर घर मोदी, हर हर मोदी। बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Whether the person is a Hindu, Muslim, Sikh or any background, all these yojanas are open to each and every one to take advantage of them. Therefore, that is the true personification of his motto, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
Modi ji has such a personality that throughout the world he has created respect and friendship with world leaders. We, the NRIs living all around the world, feel proud to introduce ourselves to the world community, calling ourselves as Indian.
कि ये जो जीत हुई है, ये किसकी जीत है? कोई बोल सकता है किसकी जीत है? ये सच्चाई की जीत है। ये सच्चाई की जीत है। सब लोगों को सच्चाई चाहिए थी। यहाँ पर जो सच्चाई मोदी जी ने सबके सामने लाके खड़ी करी है, सबको सच्चाई चाहिए, सबको विकास चाहिए, ये उसकी जीत है।
No matter where you go in the world, they all look towards India, whether it was Max Muller or Tolstoy or Einstein. As Anmesh said, we were under foreign government's control for 700 years, but after we got our independence, in the last 70 years, I think there was more harm done to our heritage and culture than ever done in the last 700 years.
He just not the leader of India, but the whole world. Leaders are not born, but they are made. From T. Seller's son to RSS, to Chief Minister, to Prime Minister, his journey has been always amazing. He has become a larger than life image for all of us.
The problem that exists is due to a main root cause. The root cause is Article 370 and Article 35A of our Indian Constitution, which gives a special status to that state where nobody else can buy property in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Our beloved Prime Minister Modi ji has made this a part of his manifesto and has promised that he will work hard towards repealing these two articles of the Indian Constitution and therefore have the same status of the state of Jammu and Kashmir as the rest of the states in India.
और सबको मुबारक हो इंडिया में और यहाँ पर ऑल इंडियंस Congratulations to them.
हमारे लिए एकदम गर्व की बात है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी दोबारा सत्ता में आए हैं और हमारे लिए ऐसा प्रधानमंत्री दोबारा से आया है जो सबका विकास और सबका साथ लेके चलता है।
देखिए, जब कभी बहुत बड़ी एक जीत होती है, बहुत बड़ा एक ऐसे इवेंट होता है, उस जीत की वजह से लोगों की उम्मीदें और एक्सपेक्टेशंस भी बढ़ जाती हैं। आज आम आदमी की एक्सपेक्टेशन है, जिन लोगों की जो भी उनकी उम्मीदें हैं, जो लोग अपेक्षाएं हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी से, जो भी हैं, उम्मीद करते हैं हम कि वो प्रधानमंत्री जी को हम परमपिता परमात्मा वो शक्ति देंगे कि वो हर इंसान की उम्मीदों पर खरे उतरें।
ये सूर्य जो उदय हुआ है, ये भारतवर्ष के लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल है। ये हमारे भारतवर्ष को बहुत आगे लेके जाएगा।
Let's now take a look at another successful program of the Indian Consulate and its ongoing initiatives to promote and showcase Indian performance arts and culture. Last year, attempting to popularize Indian music and dance amongst the growing population here in the US, Indian Consulates nationwide initiated a program of Baithak at the Consulate. A year later, Baithaks at the Consulate have now become a premier avenue to showcase India's most renowned musicians, artists, and performers. Recently in New York, the Indian Consulate hosted another successful Baithak in collaboration with the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum, featuring prolific Indian Sufi singer Zila Khan. Daughter of sitar maestro Ustad Vilayat Khan, Zila Khan is known for her diverse repertoire and her effortless command over various music styles. Belonging to the Imad Khani Gharana of traditional ghazal and Sufi, Zila Khan is widely regarded as one of the finest and the most accomplished Sufi singers of her generation. Let's take a look at what all said and experienced as Zila Khan's Baithak at the Indian Consulate.
सेना मिले के छाप तिलक सब छीन ली रे मोसे नैना मिले के छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसे नैना।
ज़िला जी का जो सूफ़ी संगीत, शास्त्रीय संगीत, गज़ल और उसके साथ में जैज़ का मिश्रण जो था, वो श्रोताओं ने बहुत पसंद किया था और यही कारण है कि आज मैं फिर से इस कार्यक्रम को देखने के लिए इंडियन कॉन्सुलेट में आया हूँ।
आज मिलाप रापिया को जो चाहूं सारी रात प्रेम भट्टी का मधवा ओ मोहे मधवा मधवा मोहे मधवा ओ भटी का मधवा पिलाई के प्रेम भटी का मधवा पिलाई के मधवारी गजली नीरे मुझे नैना मिलाई के मधवारी गजली नीरे मुझे नैना मिलाई के मधवारी गजली नीरे मुझे
मशहूर आर्टिस्ट सुफियाना कलाम के ज़िला खान जी का संगीत आज सुना कॉन्सुलेट में। क्या वैरायटी है, क्या वर्सैटिलिटी है और सबसे बड़ी बात जो अच्छी लगी हम लोगों को कि उन्होंने अपने पिता विलायत खान जी की बंदिशें गाई जो उन्होंने उनको कभी सिखाया होगा बचपन में। तो आज यहाँ पे कॉन्सुलेट एकदम उनकी याद से ताज़ा हो गई और हम एकदम मेस्मराइज्ड हो गए। उन्होंने छाप तिलक गाया, उन्होंने हमारे जो ट्रेडिशनल फोक सॉन्ग्स हैं वो गाए, क्लासिकल बेस्ड, और केसरिया बालम पधारो मेरे देश जब उन्होंने गाया तो मुझे लगता है सबके एकदम रोंगटे खड़े हो गए इस कॉन्सुलेट में।
केसरिया
बहुत ही उम्दा परफॉर्मेंस रहा और बड़ा सक्सेसफुल टूर रहा जिला खान का रूमी टूर में। खुशी है कि कॉन्सुलेट एक मीडिएटर की तरह काम किया इसमें, उन्होंने सबको जोड़ने की कोशिश करी और उनकी काफ़ी सक्सेसफुल टूर यहाँ न्यूयॉर्क में हुआ।
Well, today's event is representing Sufism, and this was originated by a saint, Sufi saint, Jalaluddin Rumi. And to say something about him in a brief time is very difficult, but I would say what he said. He said, I am a child of love. My God is love. My religion is love. My prophet is love. I came on this earth to speak nothing but love. Sufism stands for that, and today's performance is beautiful.
रची है लट उलझी 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 सोला जा जा बालम लट उलझी सोला जा।
जो सूफी अंदाज होता है वो बहुत ही बेस जो होती है हमारी संगीत की, जो आपको बहुत रियाज करने के बाद मिलता है। सो हमें बहुत मौका मिला है, अच्छा मौका मिला है आज ज़िला खान जी के साथ बजाने का।
आदाब एंड नमस्कार एवरीबॉडी, ITV देखने वालों, दर्शक लोग, मेरे को बहुत खुशी ज़ाहिर है कि कॉन्सुलेट में गाना गा के और बहुत बेहतरीन अच्छा लगता है, बिकॉज़ गर्व होता है। यहाँ आज कुछ बंदिशें सुनाई, उस्ताद विलायत ख़ान की बंदिशें सुनाई, सूफियाना कलाम सुनाया, फ़ारसी में सुनाया, हिंदवी में सुनाया, ब्रिज भाषा में सुनाया, अलग अलग चीज़ें सुनाई। सूफियाना कलाम का तरीक़ा अपना है ही, भक्ति रस है उसमें। यहाँ की ऑडियंस के लिए इसलिए गा के अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि आप सब समझते हैं और आप लोग ने क्योंकि ये सब कुछ हम लोगों के साथ शेयर किया है, सो इट्स अ लवली थिंग बिकॉज यू ऑल शेयर्ड इट विद अस. It's nice to share it with you. Thank you.
Time for the show break. Stay with us on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. And welcome again. You are watching Vision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. In New York City, the Asia Society has been one of the leading educational organizations promoting Asian awareness and partnership on strengthening and empowering Asian American ties in a global context, presenting some of the most revered global Asian leaders, institutions, and much more across fields of arts, business, culture, education, and policy. Recently, the Asia Society hosted 2019 Marketing Leadership Summit on capturing global markets. The summit looked at the unleashing innovation and capturing market opportunities through powering Asian talent consumers and investors in both the US and Asia marketplace. We have tonight highlights from the segment of the summit featuring Tina Mahal, VP Marketing, Global Foods, Transformation Brands and Innovation at PepsiCo, and our exclusive conversation with Jyoti Chopra, Senior Vice President, Global Executive Diversity Inclusion at Pearson.
We've done a number of things. So I think PepsiCo was one of the first, in the 80s, it was one of the first CPG companies to invest in diversity supplier. And so just even your suppliers being diverse means that you're inherently more diverse and you understand communities better. Just, gosh, it was like 8 weeks ago, I want to say, not even, 4 weeks ago, we made major shifts on how we plan on supporting China. So the understanding that delighting the Chinese consumer is different now than delighting the Singaporean consumer or someone from Thailand. And so we made a massive organizational shift, naming a CEO that is responsible just for China. When I first started at PepsiCo 15 years ago, anything that was a spicy flavor was meant for an ethnic consumer. An Asian consumer, a Hispanic consumer, that's the only time you put a spicy flavor out. It is the #1 growing flavor segment. And so what you have, because the world has become so much more global, tastes have become so much more global, you have to keep your pulse on what are those global trends that are rising, and then how do you apply the right local nuance to that. I think the thing that we have to focus on is how do you understand human preference versus cultural differentiation or cultural preference? Because I think things like life stage, so how you operate when you have kids or before you had kids, or how you operate when you're retired, there's more commonalities in that. With me, someone who has young kids, I'm probably more similar to someone in India that also has young kids in today's day and age. And you just got to figure out what's that local nuance that you apply to that so it's relevant to that consumer. And it goes back again to delighting your consumer, understanding that consumer.
What's beautiful is with the connected technology, with the economy that is changing, that there's never been a better time to have a great idea, because you can bring that to life incredibly quickly. So one of the things that we've been trying to support and working with our kind of business audiences, with technology changing, with so many shifts happening, how do you kind of embrace that? And we have something which we call the 4 Cs. What are the 4 core changes that will start to shift people, businesses, and technology? 66% of customers will leave you, will switch to another brand if they perceive that you have not remembered their previous interaction with you.
The ability to piece data from diverse sources and connect it is going to be key. Artificial intelligence, predictability, moving to almost human dimensions, and really the implications of that on advertising and marketing are significant. Technology is evolving so quickly. In the next 3 to 10 years, in particular, it will be a part of our lives.
And with all of the experience you've had so far in this industry, what is your take on what is currently happening with the trends in the industry, and where does the next corporate market world go to?
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you. Firstly, I'm incredibly proud of the Asia Society for hosting today's Marketplace Leadership Forum, which is an extension of its Diversity Forum. It's something we've been doing for a number of years, but it's also amplified by the research that we've put out. So we've just released an Asian Pacific American survey, which was announced yesterday. But today's focus was all about marketplace themes and trends. And what really stood out is, number one, it's not a one-size-fits-all. Asian consumers vary by geography and by the diversity of their experiences and tastes, and that is having an influence in shaping trends and brands in the United States. So we had some really interesting conversations about the implications of Asian tastes on U.S. trends, which was very interesting. We also had a lot of talks about leadership and how do we propel Asian leadership in the United States. So those were 2 big themes from the sessions.
You know, I have to.
Consumers are multidimensional. There's been a shift in consumer spend that's being driven by experiences. So experience-led is going to be key. There are 48 countries in APAC, 2,300 languages. The shift to mobile and mobile first, and how communications have changed. So build for mobile only or build for mobile first.
What's your take on diversity in the corporate world, and how important do you think it is for companies to establish that now in this world in 2019?
Yeah, well, as the head of diversity and inclusion for Pearson, the world's largest learning company, we take diversity and inclusion very seriously. But I think in today's world, diversity and inclusion and belonging are an imperative for any organization. And I like to think about it across 3 dimensions. One is the workforce, which is the people component of diversity. The second is the workplace, which is the inclusion component, and that's about culture, that's about environment, and how are you engaging your employees. And the third dimension is the marketplace, which is about your products, your services, and your customers, and how are you engaging with them. So I think it's really important for organizations to embrace diversity and inclusion, adopt it, integrate it. I also think it's incumbent on leaders to set the right tone and to own the diversity agenda for their organizations.
This wraps up our South Asian News segment for tonight. Do send us your suggestions to get your voices and organizations on our show. Email us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on our Facebook handle @itvgold. Remember, you can also now subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch many of our popular shows for free. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is Vision of Asia and I'm Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.